What's going on, family? What's going on? Thank God for another day. Thank God for another day. You know, God opened the door for so many blessings. Just gotta be thankful. You just gotta be more in tune with who we are, analyzing who we are. Just looking in the mirror, staring at the mirror, and deeply analyzing, going deeper than just the physical body of just trying to realize who you are. And the thing about it is, a lot of people don't know who they are because it's just human nature. When people step outside, boom, you outside. And you step into the public world, boom, you in the public world. Then the next thing you do is you put a mask. The mask is a defense mechanism. It protects you, your reputation, you know what I'm saying, being a people pleaser, you know what I mean, fitting in, being smooth out there, doing all the things that you think you need to do. That's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Then you start losing yourself, you know what I'm saying, thinking that you improving yourself, getting acceptance from people, getting smiles on people's faces, you know what I'm saying? As long as, everybody's good, I'm good. And you depriving yourself from your purpose, you deprive yourself from your uniqueness, and you just fit on in and just become sheeple. And that be the main thing that people do. So it's the thing, who are you? Who are you? And the truth of who you are is who you are when nobody's looking. That's the point. That's who you are. And the darkest hours when nobody's looking, that's how I identify it. That's who you are. When you don't have to please, when you don't have to present no reputation. You know what I'm saying? That's who you are. Have you noticed, have you been with a certain people and when they step out, they're a certain type of way, but when they one-on-one with you because, you know what I mean? They don't feel like they have much to prove to you. They start, being more childish, or they start being more animated. They real self start coming out. You know what I'm saying? But right when they step back out in the public world, boom, they're a whole complete different person. And that's the thing. We gotta really, take some time to figure out.
It stinks so bad.
Oh, that pneumonia in there?
Cigarette.
The cigarette and the pneumonia?
It's just sucking it in right here.
Oh, you dying.
Oh, dude, it's all in there.
It is?
All in there, bro.
All in there. Oh my God. And that pneumonia ain't making it no better.
It's pulling all that in, that's why.
Oh, okay. But they getting a little irritated about the cigarette smoke. Hey, about this pneumonia pain. But like I was saying, it's who you are behind closed doors, like I was saying. Who you are. That's what matters. You know what I mean? That's the point. So my main thing is, why try to be this person with this mask on, wearing this mask, proving stuff to people, But people do that so they can utilize resources. It must be a point, because when people do play into this matrix, what they get things. They win favors over people. You know what I'm saying? As long as, Billy just play along and you know what I mean, make me feel good and stuff like that, you can utilize resources. So that's why people do what they do. They might have seen that, when people be themselves, they go through a hard route. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they go through a struggle, or they get belittled, or they get demoralized, or, you know what I'm saying, for being their unique selves. So a lot of people don't like being their unique selves. You know what I'm saying? Only the great people like being their unique selves, to have that consistency of creating a way for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But actually being the person, you know what I mean, behind closed doors and outside, that you could just be yourself. That you could just be yourself. You know what I mean? When you get to that point, especially in this targeting, when you get to that point where you have nothing to prove to people, when you get to that point where you absolutely have nothing to prove to people, and you just you seeing what's the point of it? You start saying oh, you could be yourself, because either way, either try to go the people pleaser route, it's all games. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna run artificial scenarios where whatever you're focused on, you know what I mean? They're gonna have people copy that, or they're gonna have people that could do it better. You know what I'm saying? So it's a constant letdown for you. You know what I mean? But when you happy with this side with yourself, none of that should phase you. You're not doing it for competitional gain. You're not doing it, you know what I'm saying, for those reasons. You're doing it because you simply love it. You know what I mean? That genuineness, that genuine energy is going to create cracks and loopholes, and people going to start glitching out and realizing it. But it all starts with the T.I. just being themselves. That's what it starts with. It starts with being yourself. You know what I'm saying? And who are you when you're yourself? Because a lot of people, when they operate, when nobody's looking, let's say it's some food in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? You stand with some people's food in the refrigerator. You ain't got no money to get no food and stuff like that. And when nobody's looking and it's extra food, you know you're supposed to, you know, if the person was around, you wouldn't have done nothing. But some people are dark and they get hungry, and guess what? They sneak and get that food, don't they? Just like if somebody who smokes weed or something, somebody got like an extra gram laying around. You know, it's not something you found on the street. It's not like $1 or a $20 bill that you found on the street walking down the street. You know it's in somebody's possession. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's outside of somebody's possession, hey, you know what I mean, finders keepers, right? Unless it's just like a, you know what I mean, a ridiculous amount of money that can really get you into some trouble or something. But, you know, but if it's in somebody's possession when nobody's looking, you know what I'm saying? What type of person are you? Most likely, most people, they see the person that probably forgot about that gram or something like that. They go ahead and grab that little, oh, I got me a little blunt. You know what I mean? You know, so when people, the real genuine people are who they are when nobody's looking, you start really seeing people's nature. Because that same person, you know what I'm saying, when people are looking, they might look like an angel of light. You might not even know that they would take anything, but when nobody's looking, that's what reveals the person's true identity. That's what reveals their true nature of who they are. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get people's true nature out here in the public. You just gonna get a bunch of masks. People wearing masks. Everybody wears a certain type of mask to a certain level of degree to appeal to people. From religion, from the corporate world, from the streets, you know what I'm saying? From just, you know, just the plain high school, everybody's gonna put on a mask. That's just what it is. It's a defense mechanism to protect themselves. But the truth of the matter is, you know what I'm saying, if you don't want to lose yourself, to live in your purpose, you got to be real with yourself. Who are you when nobody's looking? And when nobody's looking, are you a person operating off of darkness? Are you a person operating off light? Do you do good when nobody's looking? Or do you only do good when people are looking? Because if you only do good when people are looking, then you're not really giving glory to God. You know, you're giving glory to yourself. But when you're doing good, when people aren't looking, then you're giving glory to God. It's good to do good when people are looking, but it's also good to do good when nobody's looking. See, people, they'll do good when the people that intimidate them, you know what I'm saying, they'll do good around them, but people that they feel lowlier than them, you know what I'm saying, they show their true nature. You get what I'm saying? And that's not what it's about. It's about being good even when nobody's looking. Because most of the people that you think are good, guess what? When nobody's looking, that darkness start coming out of them. That they don't have to wear that mask, they don't have to be in disguise no more. They start putting that mask down. And that's the point. You know what I'm saying? If you're a good person, you're not just good when people are looking. See, the mask that people put on is a good mask. That's what it is. It's a good mask. But when they take that mask off and their devil horns start to show, their true nature come out. They can't do good when nobody's looking. They got to do bad. It got to happen. So the thing of the matter is, family, that's what it boils down to, is who are you when nobody's looking? Because that's the true essence. That's what's in your heart. It's not in your heart of pleasing people or doing good while people are looking. What's in your heart is doing good. What do you do when nobody's looking? And with that being said, family, I gotta go in before they start walking up here talking about that. Oh my God, that cigarette reeks. All this extra stuff. But it's all good, family. Peace.